Cutting, also known as matching on action, is a successful editing technique because of its ability to engage the audience through a hypnotic effect, move the story forward, and force the viewers to see significant action. A scene like this is known to put the audience in a hypnotic state where they do not notice all of the individual cuts. They become so immersed in the story and the high amount of action that the cuts are not noticed. It is important to have a logical shot progression when cutting on action to ensure continuity. This scene is logical because the multiple camera angles capture his action as he gets into the vehicle and leaves. Keeping the audience in the hypnotic state, the cut on action should have a proper directional flow. In this film example, Buster Keaton leaves the scene on one side of the frame and enters the next scene on the same side, maintaining the proper direction of the character movement. Moving the story forward is also one of the main goals of cutting on action. Each piece of movement, getting in the car, starting it, putting it in gear, looking behind,
get down! We're trapped! Hang on! Keep your heads!
and the car moving propels the story forward. Not only does each movement lead into the next shot, but it also gives the story a reason to continue. Each movement has significance, and the audience will begin to notice that.
Ready?
The thrusting of the machinery,
It's the damn robot aliens.
the pulling of the chains, and the explosion as the wall falls apart are all emphasized as the movement of each action is carried out by another object. Taking a look at one of the most successful editing sequences in film history, matching on action is used constantly. This is a true example of how cutting on action can put the audience in a hypnotic state and progress the story forward in an engaging scene. If the cuts on action weren't done properly, the audience wouldn't be able to enjoy the fluidity and the suspense of the scene. They would be distracted and begin to notice each individual cut, and the story wouldn't progress at a logical pace. This is one of the most well-known scenes in The Matrix, and it is the perfect example of how important matching on action is.
Holy shit!
This scene is littered with cut-on-action examples. Most of which will go unnoticed because of the fluidity. According to Edward Dmytryk, these cuts go unnoticed because of the way our eyes work. Our eyes follow the character to the edge of the screen and automatically bounce back to the other edge of the screen. He goes right and comes in left. A seamless cut concealed by the natural motion of our eyes. As you've seen, cutting on action is a crucial technique used by editors since the beginning of the film cinema. Used in police chases, action scenes, and during less climactic scenes
She hung up.
Cutting on action is an important and vital tool that an editor must use.